And our reporter Zola Shulwana, who's keeping an eye on the situation with pupils from the Tamaho Primary School in Katlehong, who were hospitalized for food-borne illnesses. They've now been discharged. Over 100 learners had been rushed to hospital after falling ill, allegedly from the samp that they'd eaten at school during lunch. The parents want the school to put the feeding scheme on hold until investigations are concluded. But this also comes after several cases of suspected food poisoning have been reported across the province. Zola, good afternoon. So the latest now, last time we spoke, parents were in the community really concerned and wanting answers for this particular incident. We did also share that it's part of the bigger incidents and the rising incidents across the province of food poisoning. What's the latest from where you are?
Well, Iman, the situation is relatively calm at the moment. Parents have gone to their respective homes, and this is after several engagements with the SGB and the Gauteng Department of Education, as we have heard from Steve Mabona earlier on, explaining to parents that they cannot be in a position to deprive the learners of a nutritious meal, especially considering the fact that most of these learners rely on these meals to have something to eat for the day. But those parents that feel like they do not want their children to benefit from the school's feeding scheme until investigations are concluded, they are required to write a list of names of their children, and those children might not receive food from the school until we hear what could have led to those children falling ill yesterday. Let's bring in the SGB chairperson of the school, Mama Enkosi ngexesha lakho. Injani situation ngoku, but firstly, before we get to that point, niye naziva kanjani as SGB xa nibona abantwana izolo begula kusithiwa batye umngqusho?
Mandibulise okokuqala, khange sizive si-right si-SGB ngemeko bekuyiyo, but ke isimo sa-right ke noko kungcono kunanto bekuyiyo. Namhlanje ke abazali bezile ke esikolweni zi-rights zabo bazokuva uba ingaba kuye kwathini. So asinayo impendulo ncakasana for bona abazali, njengoba nam ndingumzali, ngoba ayikabuyi ukutya apha kuyothestwa khona kwa-health. So saba nenkcazelo ecacileyo xa kuthe kwabuya ukutya kwa-health.
Abanye abazali bathi umnqwazi awuqini kule nto yomngqusho, basuspect into yobana mhlawumbi abantwana babo baye batya ezi zinto zithengiswa zi-street vendors ngaphandle kwesikolo. Naleyo siyivelele ngoba ke nyani abantwana abanye khange batye kwa ukutya apha esikolweni, abanye abantu betye izityo kuswiti, abanye iswiti, but ke ngoku bafumana ezo stomach cramps apha esikolweni. So ke ngoku kuyasifanela ke isikolo into yokubana bagolele esikolweni although bengakutyanga ukutya kwesikolo. So ke ngoku namhlanje kuzokwenzeka ntoni nge-lunch time? Ndivile abanye abazali besithi abafuna abantwana babo bona uba batye umngqusho apha esikolweni namhlanje, le nto ityiwayo namhlanje.
Bakhona abazali abatshilo kanjalo uba abantwana babo mabangaphakelwa. Asikwazi ke ungabaphakeli abantwana ngoba ngokwenani lesikolo asinathi abantwana beyi-20 sigqibe nge-5 abantwana mabangatye. Bakhona abantwana abazixela into yobana siyotya namhlanje, more especially ke namhlanje yeyona mile bayithandayo ubisi nepapa. So asikwazi ubanqanda abantwana. So umzali xa engafuni uba umntwana wakhe atye esikolweni uwamkelekile aye phaa eofisini kwi-advisor athi mna ndingumzali ubani, umntana ngubani, useklasini yesonto, xa bangaphinde aphakelwe esikolweni. Asikwazi uma ngaphambi komzali xa efuna kanjalo.
So uqhubela phambili as i-SGB, mhlawumbi izawuba khona ii-meetings enizoba nazo nabazali uzothetha ngezinto ezinjena apha esikolweni?
Sizoba nazo ii-meeting nabazali ngoba ubuya kweza results funeka sibabizele abazali sibacacisele into yobana into efumaneke ekutyeni eyagulisa abantwana yile nalena, kwenzela uba nabo boneliseke yimeko, noba zithini ii-results ezo sawuzizise abazali.
Sabulela sisingexesha lakho. Iman, that was the SGB chairperson essentially telling us how they felt as parents and the SGB structure following the incident that transpired in the school where 110 learners were hospitalized after falling ill after allegedly eating samp that was served here at school during break time. You might have heard her that she's also saying that there might be a possibility that some of the children, consumed snacks that they allegedly bought from street vendors. But of course, investigations will lead us to those conclusions because that's what parents want to hear. Those that were gathering this morning said they want answers. They are waiting for the Gauteng Department of Education to release that report so that they know what could have caused their children to fall ill. She also mentioned that those parents that feel like their children should not benefit from the school feeding scheme are more than welcome to, consult the school and so that those arrangements are made. But as it stands, every child will be served today's meal because it's not easy to tell a child who's in primary school that you cannot have a meal that they, usually enjoy, which is pap and milk. That's what she told us today, Iman. Back to you in studio.